Charles Pennington will tell you serving in the Marine Corps for 4 years was tough, but nothing in his military career prepared him for the fight he faced as a civilian. It all began in 2007 when friends noticed frequent abnormal facial spasms and suggested he see a doctor.
Basically, all of a sudden, he would just start going, and he would start drooling real bad, and he would just be there, standing like that, and it would last for 5 or 10 minutes or something like that, then it would stop.
After the vivid descriptions from co-workers, Charles simply replied,
"Okay." Just kind of tried to take it in and was hesitant about seeing a doctor. It's hard to face facts on what's going on.
Charles forced himself to see a doctor, and after an MRI was diagnosed by a local neurologist with an enlarged blood vessel on the tip of his brain. The remedy was a prescription for seizure medication.
It helped a little bit. Every once in a while I would still have a mild seizure. And I knew that when they were coming on, I still always felt like I was having deja vu.
For 5 years after the initial diagnosis, Charles continued to have these mild seizures and also developed severe headaches, which led to another visit to his neurologist.
He ran some blood tests and sent me in for an MRI. And, it all went downhill from there.
Charles discovered that the previous diagnosis of an enlarged blood vessel was incorrect and that it was a tumor the entire time.
What's going on? Am I going to die? Is this serious? Of course, they couldn't tell me anything. They couldn't answer questions.
Charles decided to act quickly and had surgery less than a month later. The operation took 6 hours and required an additional 12 weeks of recovery. Once out, the tumor was sent to Johns Hopkins Medical Center, and Charles found out why they couldn't explain anything before.
And that's when they told me that it had only had 27 published cases on that tumor, and they couldn't tell me anything about it. There was no signs of it anywhere else in my body on where it would have came from.
The discovery of the tumor and the surgery thereafter affected Charles deeply, but his friend and co-worker of 6 years, Beth Clemens, was also devastated and moved in to support.
I prepared myself, or I thought I prepared myself, until I went to visit him in the hospital, and it was still nothing like what I thought it would be. It was very unexpected to see someone he had surgery on his brain, and it was hard to see.
Beth had a 10-foot banner printed and made sure Charles knew his teammates at the Army Contracting Command wished him the best.
Put it in each break room and had everyone just write a short message to Chuck and sign it. And then we rolled it up and we took it up to the hospital and we hung it on his wall, and it took up the whole wall space so he could see it from his bed and could look at it every day while he was recovering.
Charles's tumor is considered low grade, so he didn't need chemotherapy or radiation, but he's still under medical supervision and gets an MRI every 3 months. Charles says he's feeling great and is very thankful for the support of friends and family. From Army Material Command, I'm Joseph Gibbons.